Hey everyone, Amanda Mazey here with Country Roads Trust, and I am joined by JJ Quinerly and Jayla Hemingway, women's basketball. Ladies, thanks so much for joining me. Big game tonight, Kansas at home, 7 p.m., coming off a huge win against number 21, Iowa State. JJ, you're the student athlete of the week. You went off in that game. How important was that game because you guys came in with a bit of a losing streak?
Yeah, just coming off that 3-game losing streak, we came into this game with the mentality we're not going to lose. Like, throughout that whole game, it was them against us. We're not losing this game, and we're going to give it all so we can come out with this win.
Jayla, how did that win feel? That's your second time this season you guys have knocked off a ranked opponent, and that was a big one.
It felt really good. I felt like we played really hard, and, we stuck to the game plan, and, we just went in wanting the game more, and I feel like it showed in the end.
Last time you played Kansas, you guys kind of whooped up on them on the first half. It was a 34-20 lead. They only scored 5 points in the second quarter. Second half, they came back. You guys ended up losing that game, I believe, 78-55, if I can find my notes here. What are you guys expecting against Kansas tonight, and how would you like to right that ship and pay them back for that loss?
I would say just going out into the game and keeping the same energy for 40 minutes. I think that's a big part that we were kind of missing in the last game, just going out and just, sticking to the game plan and finishing out the game.
How do you think this season has gone, JJ? I mean, you guys have had some highs, some lows, some win streaks, some lose streaks. So far with 6 games left in the regular season, how do you feel about this team, especially coming down the stretch?
Honestly, I love this team. This team, at times, we can get into our heads and just not play hard, I guess, but this team wants to win, and this team wants to play hard. Like, everybody is together overall, but it comes in times where we got to hold ourselves together and play hard and not give up certain things. So, yeah.
You and I talked earlier. You said that you lead more by example. You want to be more vocal. Jayla, what is your leadership style out there on the court?
Honestly, I think just kind of trying to do whatever I can to keep my teammates, motivated and hyped up throughout the game, just to keep them, focused on the goal, on the end goal, and, just trying to lead by example whenever I can.
JJ, you have reached double figures in scoring in every single conference game this year. 5 times you've had 20 points or more. What is the secret to your success this season?
Just my teammates believing in me and really just putting that in me that I can do this. Like, I can be one of these players, one of these great players that can score the ball, that can rebound, that can get my teammates involved, all that. So, yeah, that's been really the secret, really just my teammates helping me out with that.
Yeah, for sure. Scoring obviously big, but you guys are the second best defense in the Big 12. Jayla, how much pride do you guys take in the defensive side of the ball?
We take a lot of pride in it just because, defense is normally like the focal point that kind of drives into our offense a lot of the times, helps us go in transition. So I think getting stops and being able to shut teams down is really important in us being able to score the ball as well.
What is the most important thing? This is a question for both of you. As you go down the stretch, what is the most important thing for this team to remember or focus on as you have 6 games left in regular season and then you start the Big 12 tournament? JJ, Jayla, I'll ask you first.
Just winning right now is the main focus. Like, going into postseason, it's kind of going to get to that point where it's win or go home. So it's you or them. So you got to be able to focus on your teammates and focus on the end goal and just do whatever you can to win at the end of the day.
Really just focusing on playing physical for 40 minutes and finishing every play of that game.
How close is this team? Like, what's the chemistry like right now?
Hard to.
I mean, before we even started this podcast, you guys were giggling and having fun. I mean, you guys have good chemistry, I know that. But as a team, like, what do you guys? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe they figure me out.
Nah, our team is very close. Like, we all get along. We've had times, teams got their little arguments here and there, but we mostly came together throughout everything, and we laugh, we joke around all the time. We're together all the time. We just had a Super Bowl party at the crib. Jayla wasn't there, but it's okay. It's okay.
No invite. That's cool.
Okay. Oh, now the truth comes out, right? Jayla was not invited. I thought you guys were friends. I guess not.
No, we do a lot of stuff together, and I think that plays a big part in us actually coming into this season and putting on the show that we did.
Yeah, for sure. Does it seem like the season goes by quickly? Because when I was prepping for this interview, I'm like, gosh, you guys only have 6 games left in a regular season. It seems like it flies by. I'm just a fan. I'm not in there grinding like you guys are. But how does it feel at this point of the season? Are you getting tired? Are you kind of getting re-energized because you know the postseason's coming up? Does it go by quickly?
Yes. Yeah, it goes by really fast. You know, when you're out there working hard every day, you know, practicing, prepping for games and on the road, like it kind of flies by. You don't realize how fast like everything goes by. Like I feel like I was just a freshman yesterday. So, you know, it really goes by really fast.
Yeah. The season really just a season. I mean, this part of the season, I think you could say we're exhausted, but I still think everybody's just hyped for the rest of the season to come and what we will do down the stretch going into this Big 12 conference play.
You guys obviously went through a coaching change. How long do you think it took to basically kind of get in Coach P's system? How long does that take when you have a coaching change?
I mean, it's never easy. Like this is my 3rd coaching staff in my career, so it's hard to kind of being able to adjust to how people coach and, you know, how people respond to certain things. But I think Coach P and her staff have done a great job, you know, trying to make everyone feel at home and feel like we can come to them whenever we need something or, you know, just feel like we can trust them. So I think they did a really good job with that.
You guys are 10-2 at home. What is it about that home court advantage for you guys, JJ?
I say the fans. They bring in that energy factor, and it just gives us a boost in that game. So, really, the fans.
You feel like that, Jayla? Like, do athletes really feed off that energy of the crowd?
Most definitely. Like, being at home, it's just a different type of environment, especially at the Collie. Like, it gets really loud. We've gotten a lot more support fan-wise this season, so it's been very impactful, you know, just knowing that you have all those people there to support you, and you just want to be there, be able to see a good game and be able to entertain them and keep them hyped.
Obviously, you mentioned that this is not your only program you've played with. We won't hold it against you, Jayla, that you didn't choose the Mountaineers first. That's okay. You saved the best for last. Talk about your journey to West Virginia and what made you say, you know what, this is where I want to go.
Well, my freshman year, I originally played for Vic Schaefer at Mississippi State, and they had a coaching change when he went to Texas. And so this was in the middle of COVID, and I didn't really know what I was going to do. I couldn't visit anywhere because everything was shut down. But I don't know. Like, even over the phone, I just could kind of tell that, like, Morgantown was a really, like, welcoming place, and I could feel like I would be, you know, feel like I could have a second home, even if I'm 10+ hours away from my actual home.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Okay, so we had some members write in with questions. So this is a question for both of you from John. He wants to know, what is the best moment for each of you so far this season?
For me, I think it would probably be like our community service that we did, and like the team camps with like the little kids and stuff. Just knowing that we have such a big impact on like young girls that are like us, that want to grow up and play basketball whenever they get older. And I feel like knowing that we have an impact on them and that we can be a good influence on them is really special.
That is so sweet. That's not what I was expecting. Like, I have tears in my eyes. That's so sweet and mature. I love that. All right, JJ, how are you going to top that? No, I'm kidding.
I think when we went to the lake, whose house was it? Kind of forgot the lady name. Sorry if you watched this, but yeah, we went to the this lake behind. I think she's a booster behind her house, and we had a ball. Like, it was really fun. That was my first time jumping in any type of lake.
Really?
So yeah, it was a ball though.
Oh, I love that you guys both had answers that don't involve basketball. So that's really cool. Okay, Jayla, Scott wants to know, what do you see as your greatest strength?
I think my greatest strength probably my like determination. It could probably sometimes it could hinder me a little bit just because, once I get something in my mind, it's like I don't want anything to stop me from getting there. So I think that can be my biggest strength as well, because I feel like it makes me motivated, and I'm very, hardworking. So I think that's
awesome. Judy wants to know, JJ, what do you attribute your success to this season? I know last year you were averaging about 8 points a game, 2.5 rebounds. You've pretty much doubled that this year, 14 points so far, 4 rebounds. Knock on wood, not trying to jinx you, but what do you think is your greatest attribute or, success from last season to this year?
Just my confidence, probably. Just last year I was a freshman, of course, the confidence level just wasn't there. Of course, all freshmen go through that. So coming into this season, it was in my mind that I got to be confident, because I know I can play, but I got to have that confidence to help my team out to win games.
Yeah, for sure. And you're only a sophomore, so you have more years left here, and we're just excited to see how that confidence grows and continues. So tonight, 7 p.m. at the Coliseum, Kansas. Couple more home games after that. The season is winding down, then Big 12 play. The tournament. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank
Appreciate
you for having
it.
us.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
All right, and let's go Mountaineers. Thank you.
Yeah.